Boys, welcome back to another video, and today I am finally getting around to doing the video on how to help you guys win on Ultimate difficulty. Now, before we get into the actual gameplay and the tips and stuff, I think it's important to tell you guys how Ultimate works, because I know a lot of people don't know that and don't understand it. I always get questions and messages like, oh, I've just played against a full bronze team on Ultimate and it's just battered me. It was better than my Messi. How is this happening? Please tell me. So, if you didn't know, when you play against Ultimate, and this has always been the way since Ultimate was invented, when you play Ultimate, every single player on the pitch gets their stats boosted to 99 everything. And if you don't believe me, I can prove it. So, what you're seeing on screen now is two screenshots from two different games. One game on Legendary and the other game on Ultimate. Now, anytime you play a game on any difficulty from beginner to legendary, when you go into look at the player stats, I can't think what it's called, player ratings or something, when you go into that menu, you will see the player's overall rating. So for example, Riyad Mahrez is 85 rated, therefore it says that he is an 85 rating. Now, when you play on Ultimate, instead of saying, example, Riyad Mahrez, 85 overall, it says Ultimate instead. And the reason for this is, like I say, because every single stat gets boosted to 99, but instead of EA saying that it's 99, they just say that his overall is now Ultimate. So, just in case you didn't believe me about the players being 99 everything, there's the proof. So, now we head on back over to this footage because there is something important I need to tell you. And I'm pretty much about to contradict what I just said, because even though everything gets boosted to 99 overall, it doesn't necessarily stay at 99 overall, and that is where chemistry is very, very important. As you can see, as I'm going through all the players on the screen here, there are different plus stats and minus stats. I'm going to show it again on this next team. So when I go into the card, whenever I do that, and I look in-game stats, so Pepe, -4 on every single stat. Halstenberg, -7 on every single stat. This is what you're looking for when you're playing a game on Ultimate. It's not, is the team bronze, or is the team full of great players? It's, have they got minuses next to their stats? Basically, what happens is, every single stat gets boosted to 99 everything, and then if they've got minuses in their in-game stats, they then get that taken back away. So I just want to cut back to Halstenberg quickly, as he is the best example of this in the team. So again, what happens is the players get boosted to 99 every stat. And then in the case of Halstenberg here, because he's got -7 next to his stats, that then gets taken away. And like I was saying, this is the most important thing to look at when choosing who you want to play on Ultimate. It's not if the team's got Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. That doesn't necessarily make the team good. It's, is the team on full chem? Because if they are, then that's why that bronze striker from Grimsby Town is playing like Prime Ronaldo. It's because he basically, according to the in-game stats at least, is. So yeah, be on the lookout for this. And I also want to take a quick look at Abraham here, because this one's important as well. As you can see, the player chemistry is 7 and the team chemistry is 54. So Abraham is definitely not getting full chem. However, he is still getting 99 every stat because he hasn't got any minuses next to his stats. So again, I can't stress this enough, and this is why I keep mentioning it. The important thing when choosing who to play on Ultimate, unless you're just going to do every game on Ultimate, is to look at the in-game stats and check for minuses. Just because the team's got low chem, and just because the player isn't on full chem, doesn't necessarily mean he isn't getting 99 everything. So before you're going into your games, make sure you take a good look and you see what stats the players you're playing have actually got. So into the actual gameplay now, and one last thing I wanted to mention that I only found out recently. As some of you may know, if you played Ultimate last year, Ultimate in general is just a lot harder this year. And the reason for that is because EA designed Legendary and Ultimate AI to play like pro players. They watched Tex and Gorilla play and they decided, do you know what, that's what Legendary and Ultimate AI should be like. So if you're wondering why it's so hard, it's because not only do they play like the best pro players in the world, which we aren't, by the way, nowhere near their level, but they then boost the stats to 99 everything. So if you're wondering why it's so difficult, that's why. So we're going to focus on scoring goals first, because this is the easiest part about playing on Ultimate. I'm sure most of you don't even have trouble scoring your goals, but I'm going to explain it anyway. So what you're looking for is a lot of through balls. I play a lot of through balls when playing on Ultimate. As you see now, LB and Y, which is a chip through ball, over to Martial. We find a bunch of space. We see Bale in a bunch of space on the back post. Whip a ball in. Very easy goal. Counter attacks, through balls, getting down the wing. You're going to see a lot of that in these goals because it's basically the way I score all my goals. Again, Martial, easy. We see Bale in space and we have no problems putting that one away. Let's get into the second goal. So we win the ball back in our own half. We're seeing Dembele in acres of space out wide. Again, through ball to him. Ronaldo is making the run. We have Ronaldo set to get in behind, by the way. I also have my two wingers set on getting behind because we constantly want them making those runs. Now, this bit is important. Again, Pogba to Bale, and we are just waiting for Ronaldo to get back on side, through ball to him, and bang. You don't need Cristiano Ronaldo to do this. Of course it helps, but this is just what you want to be making him do. Waiting for runs, waiting for the players to get into space. And that's why playing Ultimate is a lot easier on co-op, because you can just get the other person to make the run for you. So what happens in this clip? But a bit of defending. And I'm not defending great right now. I'm using a centre-back. This is a rookie mistake. We're going to get onto defending in a moment. But even though I win the ball here, this is not good defending. Shouldn't be using Kyle Walker like that. So we get the ball to Bale. Again, we've got a counter-attack opportunity. Back into Pogba. We've got a through ball, another through ball goal. Through to Dembele for the easy finish. So that is basically goals. It's a lot of through balls, a lot of counter-attacking football, waiting for players to create space. And if you can do it on co-op, it's a lot easier because you can create that space a lot easier with someone else making runs for you. So now we got onto the part that everyone is struggling with, including myself, and that is defending. Like I've already said, playing co-op makes this infinitely easier. But you still do the same things solo that you would do on co-op. Basically, what you want to do is control your central midfielders, not your fullbacks, and definitely not your centre-backs. In this clip, as you've seen on screen, I have been doing all the running around with Pogba and Rabiot. Eventually, we get the ball back with Pogba. And going into the next clip, so we lose the ball here. And they're starting to attack. I am on Rabiot. I am not coming off of Rabiot. Even though you might think it makes sense to, I don't. Again, we're dragging Rabiot all the way back with us. We are not changing to the fullback, not changing to a centre-back. Just staying with Rabiot, following the ball wherever it goes. We switch to Pogba. I hope you see what I mean. We just constantly stay on a midfielder or a winger. We do not move the centre backs because that allows the centre backs and the full backs to keep their shape. So even now, when it looks like I should definitely change, we don't, and we forced Iron Robin back out to the wing, which is where you want him, because the AI don't like crossing the ball and they can't do any damage from out here. And eventually, we do win the ball back with Pogba. So it's actually really simple stuff. It's just a bit difficult to get used to because you're so used to defending with like a centre half or something or a fullback. Again, we lose the ball again, and I'm in control of the centre backs here, which is a mistake. So once he's out wide, I switch to Bale and drag him all the way back. I don't know what look at him and his footwork, crazy. But eventually we force it out with Gareth Bale, just so we can allow our centre-backs and our full-backs to keep the shape. Another clip of it here. Again, we're just in control of Pogba. We change to Rabiot. We don't touch the centre-halves. Just in control of Rabiot. Just using him. Pull him back. And we win the ball back. If you lose your shape, they will punish you. I accidentally paused the game here, unfortunately. But that defending turned straight into a counter-attack. Again, more through balls like I was saying, and an easy goal for Anthony Martial. It's such simple stuff, you've just got to get used to doing it. Now, this is the very best clip I got to show you guys how not to defend, so I wanted to make a point of this one. So let's start the clip. Now, I am on Kyle Walker right now. When I restart the clip, watch Kyle Walker. It's me controlling him, right? So the ball gets played into Vidal, and I am manually moving Kyle Walker out of position to close down Vidal. What I should be doing here is leaving Kyle Walker in position and using Rabiot. And this is the biggest way that people concede. What they do is they pull a centre-back or they pull a full-back out of position, and the AI takes advantage of it. So let's keep the clip rolling. Vidal plays the ball into whoever this striker is. Now Kyle Walker is out of position, right? Running back, the player leaves Pogba, and Kyle Walker should be in the way to stop this pass. But because I was manually using him, he's not. And the ball gets played across the box, and of course Vidal is not missing from there. So that is the very best example. Always do your defending with your midfielders and your wingers, and even your strikers if you can. Pull them back. Do not pull centre-backs out of position, ever. Well, sometimes, but very rarely. So, just to quickly sum things up, these are the basics of what you want to be doing. When you're attacking, it's a lot of through balls, a lot of counter-attacking football, a lot of getting down the wing, which is why I recommend you play a formation with wingers. And obviously, ideally, you would do this on co-op so that you can, take your striker or take your winger and manually make the run, or your friend manually makes the run. Just makes things a lot easier. Then as for defending, the single biggest thing is do not pull your centre-backs out of their position. That is what is costing people their clean sheets, and if you keep losing your clean sheets, over a long stretch of games, you lose a lot of points. So do all your defending with your 2 centre mids or your 2 CDMs, or pull your wingers back, or even pull your strikers back. But don't do it with your centre backs, other than the very rare occasion. And I can't really explain that to you. You've just got to kind of use common sense to know when that situation isn't. And yeah, I think I've pretty much explained it as best I can without taking like 45 minutes. So thank you so much for watching the video, boys. I do hope this helps some of you out. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them down below, and as always, I will try to help you. I did see someone say that they want to see a full video, unedited, of me just playing against a hard team on Ultimate. If more of you guys want to see that, then drop that down in the comments below and let me know. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like the video if you haven't liked the video already. And yeah, I will see you boys again in the next one. Cheers, boys.